The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hi, this is Ken Gidge, and this is The Art of Politics, the only show of its type, and I promise you that simply because I'm the good Democrat and I got bad Republicans today. First of all, my partner over here, Al Baldassaro.
Ken, it's always a pleasure, dear.
And of course, my good friend and partner. We've done shows, a few shows together.
John, welcome.
That's right.
I'm glad
John
to
Burt,
see.
And from Golfstown, so let's say you're going to run this show.
I will be running it.
Why don't we say hi to the people in Golfstown? Wave your hand. Come on. Come on.
Hi, Golfstown.
Now, wait a minute. Anybody in particular you'd like to mention?
How about Phyllis?
Well, you got Phyllis.
Well, my wife. I love my wife, and but my neighbors always watch it. The Voltmans, Rachel and Henry.
Okay. Are they the ones who got the door for the chicken?
No, but they've seen it.
All right. Okay. They got the.
No, they're just good. They live 2 houses down from me. They're the greatest neighbors.
Anyone else?
You haven't let him come over.
Police chief, fire chief. I mean, any.
Oh well, I say hi to all of them.
Are you in any trouble? You might want to.
Don't let him come to your house. He'll steal your chickens.
Oh, will he?
Because you know how them Democrats are. They want you to raise them and they'll redistribute.
When we grew up here, we raised 2,000 chickens at a time.
Really?
Little
2,000?
and incubated. I mean,
wow.
Oh God,
that's a lot.
That's a lot of chickens.
You ain't kidding.
And they're the dumbest things.
They are.
The best thing that's ever happened to a chicken was the invention of the fryer-later.
Now, when you talk about chickens, now here's a perfect example of a chicken.
A chicken.
When we get into gun rights and other stuff, there, that's him. Yeah.
Well, I've done. Yeah.
Now, what was your success rate on hatching? Because I think it's about 50%, 60% with the eggs in the hatchery.
No, these were to be shipped off to.
A Democrat killing chickens?
Oh my God!
Really?
Oh my God! No way! You don't even support the death penalty, and you're killing chickens?
No, I'm not killing chickens.
Wow.
But your family did.
If I was going to kill an animal, it would be a chicken. No. People have to understand.
Why you get nervous all red? Why'd you get all red?
You know,
most chickens are. Now I have big chicken, you know.
No, yes. We saw the chickens.
And she is smart.
And how big is this thing?
Huge. She's a buff Brahma chicken. And it's one of the largest breeds.
My God,
she's just massive.
We took pictures, and it was on the show that was okay. And this thing jumped out of the house, and I thought it, out of the chicken house. And I thought it was an animal of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah, all the other chickens come out first, and then Big Chicken came out last. And she's like hogging the whole door, like scraping the door coming out.
Well, talking about chickens, let us get to some business. Where's the camera? This right here is the 100th anniversary this week of New Hampshire primaries. I was on the bill with a group of other people to make this a particular kind of holiday in a sense. Sorry the governor didn't show up. This took place in Bill Gardner's office, Secretary of State.
How come I wasn't invited?
Everybody was invited. A lot of the media was invited. Well, there was no room, actually.
Was it in the calendar?
Actually, it was No,
Was-
I don't.
was it
I
a
don't know.
Democrat
No.
thing?
And this is signed by Howard.
See, that's awesome. I would have came there for
Excuse
that.
me, Cleveland.
That's
President
awesome.
Cleveland.
Really?
Great grandson.
Great grandson was there, and does he
Wow.
look like the thing? I mean,
Really?
really. So here it is, and
That's pretty cool.
this is kind of the ballot in the sense, not really.
Right.
And they also had the boxes, 100-year-old boxes, that they put the ballot into. And it was kind of fascinating because they'd put the ballot in. Now, this was done 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And they would crank it, right?
Really?
And
That's
when
how
the
they got it in?
bell would go off, that meant the ballot was in.
But did it count? Did they count it right then?
No,
off there, or
I don't.
There was no counter on the box or
I don't
anything.
think so. No,
Okay.
there might have been, but
No, there wasn't
all people wanted to hear was "ding."
Right.
The ballot
do
was
it?
in. Huh?
Did they do it today?
No.
Or the other day?
No.
They didn't dare?
These boxes were old and taken apart. I mean, a couple of them were the real boxes, but they didn't open them. I didn't see inside.
Now, I have a question on that.
Go ahead.
They celebrated their 100th anniversary.
100th anniversary of the primary.
Now, do you know if Secretary of State Gardner watches your show? Because I'm curious, hopefully he doesn't watch it, but,
I hope he does watch it because I want to know why I wasn't invited.
well, was he there at the original boxes 100 years
Yes,
ago?
yes, yes, he was there.
Bill's a- Bill's a great guy,
Bill was there. Yeah.
Hey, for a Democrat, he's probably on the top of my list.
Well, I'll tell you what. I went up there. I was on the bill, and there were so many people there that we were called to sort of stand in front of the boxes to have a picture taken. I couldn't even get out. So I'm caught behind the cameras and everything. Anyway.
Oh, no, I mean, was he there 100 years ago with the original box?
I heard you.
Yes,
And
okay.
that was
I didn't
funny.
think
only
he's-
one-
I didn't think you.
that was
he's
funny.
I didn't think you understood.
Yeah.
what
No,
he said.
that was
doing it.
funny for about 30 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
All
think
right.
it's still funny.
Well, anyway, this was.
But that's pretty cool.
This was kind of cool.
Yeah.
This was really kind of neat to see it, and so anyway, I thought people. I got the signature of the great grandson.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right, okay.
since you're up there, did you do anything else productive since we weren't invited?
Well, yes, I did. And why don't we talk about a senator called Avad?
Good guy.
Because I
He's Nashua, right, Kevin?
was, yes,
What a great
I
decision
was
they
walking around, going by the governor's office, had left Bill Gardner's office, and I heard somebody singing
Yes.
inside
He was singing in my classes.
the Senate
Yes.
room. Okay, and I didn't know what it was. And as I got closer, there was Kevin Avad, really good.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, he is.
And
He's got a great song about the legislative and laws and stuff that he sings to the kids. up
all
there.
the kids,
right.
all right. And then I walked in, and there you were, leaning against the wall.
There were two of my, there was a class that came in from North School in my district. And I actually had two classes. He sang for both of them. What a great job he did. The first class could say he sang to him in the house, in the chambers. The second one, it was in the
Oh,
Senate.
wow.
You know? Oh,
Wow.
Kevin, I'm going to tell you right now, he's running for re-election. Nashville got a great guy they sent up.
Well,
Kevin.
I'll tell you what he did. I think people should know this, because what he did was he went like this, which means,
Yes.
Right.
congratulations. But he said, you turn your thumb around and you look at it, and nobody has a thumb like you. You are precious. You are
special.
important.
That's right.
And by the way, I am a politician, but I'm not your boss. You are my boss.
Yeah, that was
Remember
impressive
that.
what he did with the kids.
And he is a Republican, and I don't like to talk about Republicans because they don't like to talk about me too good.
I talk about you good.
No, you don't.
John, we lie and say he's a nice guy, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we do. We tell him when that you don't pick on Ken. He's with us.
Okay, we sort of got two stories out. Kevin Avad, you,
Right.
and what about? Well, let's hear something good from you. Nothing.
John's been in the fight every day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen from Goffstown,
John, talk about
John Burt would
512.
like to tell you what
Which
he's
one's
been.
512?
512 on
What
taking the
good
guns
he
to
has been
in a
doing up there. Will
disaster,
you-
like Katrina and how all the
Oh,
Democrats
yes.
voted.
Hey, excuse me. I'm introducing somebody, and you're talking.
Who
over-
you introducing?
You know something? Don't be rude. Now let me.
You
do
are
this.
rude all the
right,
time.
right.
I learned from you.
Goffstown, ladies and gentlemen, John Burt, Something nice to say about Goffstown?
Well, it's a great town to live in.
That's it?
Well, it's the people, especially in the Pinardville area, that really makes Goffstown. It's the old French community.
We do have a nice community.
Yes.
And they
We're
let you
fortunate to
have
live in good
illegal
towns.
Yeah, and yes, they let me have my chickens
Right.
without a permit.
Hey, I was in this committee. He actually had a hearing going on Bill, HB 512. And what that bill was, and I was there because I'm one of the co-sponsors, it was so if we have a disaster that the governor could not give an order and have the National Guard of Police go door to door like they did in Louisiana for Katrina and take everyone's guns. Now, what happened was along party lines. The Democrats all voted against it. The Republicans voted for it, 9-8. John stood his ground, spoke in support, and I mean, it's a shame that why would the Democrats not support that bill? Are you going to vote for it on the floor?
This is the first I've heard of it.
Well, I'm asking you. I'm telling you about it.
Well, what was the argument?
The argument was that we don't need it. Nobody's going to take their guns, but yet they did in Louisiana.
Well,
and the disaster.
Hold on a second. There was a couple problems there with
Like-
people shooting everybody.
No, that's
There was a
bunch of
lot
BS.
of.
That is a bunch of BS.
No, that's not.
If there was any shooting, it was for people protecting
that
themselves.
was not. That was.
Show me
there
where
was
it says that, Dwayne.
robberies. There were people.
There was people
who
going
were,
into houses.
Yeah, robberies,
Right,
that's
yeah.
why I want my
there
guns.
was-
Right, but they were
okay,
protecting
there
themselves.
Was people who got shot and killed by other people.
People were protecting themselves. Why do?
Who
why
brought the
should-
bill up?
Huh? Sherry LeBrecq, a representative from up in Tilton, near Belmont area.
Well, first of all, the type of disaster. We're in New Hampshire.
Right.
That's
Well,
wouldn't
we've
happen.
had
How are we
disasters.
going to have a?
If we have another
Mother's Day
14,
flood.
16
I mean,
yeah.
let's say if it was 10 times
Right,
that.
the 14-day no power or anything.
Yeah.
You had people trying to go into different houses, I'm sure, in different areas. We just didn't know about it. Not in my district because all the Republicans have guns. They can protect themselves, not like you Democrats.
Ken, did you get your gun permit?
The Democrats are always against guns.
You are. You are.
guys-
Listen to Hillary Clinton.
Look
Look at Hillary Clinton.
You know something.
I'm going to be the
And
NRA's worst enemy.
Barack Obama really took the guns away from a lot of people.
Well, he was the number one gun salesman.
That's right.
Yeah,
He did
right.
do it. He
How
did
many
do it
years
good.
in a row?
Good
4 or
job.
5 years in a row?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think since his election.
Yeah.
All gun stores love Obama.
Oh yeah, of course they do. God, they ought to. They ought to make him a member of the gun.
An honorary member.
That's right.
Oh,
Put his.
He's
put
definitely.
his-
Now,
and
I
then
was
Hillary,
wondering,
too,
did you get your gun license application yet?
No, I didn't.
I thought you were going to and put
No, I
me
was.
as a
Well, I
reference.
got-
Right.
well, first
yeah,
of all, I
put
got-
me as a reference, too.
No, yes, I'm using
Yeah.
1, 2,
Two.
but I
Yeah,
need the third. Can we get O'Brien? We talked
Yeah,
about
Bill
that.
O'Brien, I'm sure, will be a reference for you. But I already told him before he puts a hand in his, gun in his hand
Wait.
to come over to my house and let me teach him the safety aspects
I know
of
how
it
to-
first.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we get
Yeah,
Bill
he'll hurt
O'Brien
himself.
to do this.
Yes.
He'll hurt himself.
No, I just want to see how difficult it is to get a gun permit, to carry a gun.
It's not that hard. It's pretty easy to get one if you're a law-abiding citizen. If you're a criminal,
I mean, I'm a law-abiding citizen. What am I doing? A criminal. The only thing I do bad is hang around with you.
Since we brought up
Every
guns,
once a
let me
week.
tell you what John and I did here, okay?
Since you what?
Since we're on guns, let me tell you the legislation that we're going forward
here
with.
we go. This
We're
gun-
signed on board. A liberal has sponsored a bill, and John and I are going on board with her to go after the criminals. If you steal a gun or you commit a robbery with a gun, right now it's a Class B. We're going to make it a Class A felony, which is more sentence time. Okay? Now, you're not signed on the bill because you have no clue about guns.
You want to know something?
What's that?
The interesting thing about that is, I am the person who was talking to you about this about a year ago.
No, you would. You
And
know
in
something?
fact-
you
and
never
in
even
fact,
showed up to any of the hearings.
I can remember the
to help
argument.
me with the bill.
I can remember
I
the
put his
argument.
name on a bill. He never showed up.
You know what the argument was? What was the bill?
The bill was on the security for the house, State House.
Oh, let's not go
He
through
never
that.
showed up to any hearings.
Oh no, I was up at FRM.
You,
fighting that.
give me a butt. That's a bunch of BS.
Yeah,
BS.
right. And what happened to the bill?
It passed.
Excuse me, passed into what?
Well, they retained it
To
to an interim study.
into
Right,
so
but now,
how many years?
but they're gonna arm them.
Wait, excuse me. An interim study doesn't mean they're
No,
going to
no,
harm
no.
anybody.
No, but it sent a message to the Senate and to the President. The reason why they had told me that, pulled me off to the side, the Speaker called me. He said, Al, we're going to go forward and do what you asked on the bill, but we don't need a piece of legislation. We can approve it through facilities. So they retained it in the committee just to make sure that was going to happen.
Okay.
And then I was there when they held the executive session.
Okay.
And then the chair pulled me aside. He said, Al, this is what we're going to do. I said, okay, the Speaker already told me that.
Well, it's a good thing. It's
Yeah.
a good thing I didn't
Right.
go there.
Why?
Well, if you hadn't pulled me aside to tell me, I would have gone
He's
nuts
got
over
more
it.
excuses. You know, excuses are like butts. Everyone has one and they all stink. Yeah. But anyways, that's just to give you an idea.
This is Milton Berle jokes. Oh, excuse me. Milton Berle would be 150 years old today. How old are you, by the way?
Me, I'm still a baby at 39.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
39. You can't count. That's
But anyways,
nothing has
hey,
changed.
So your lovely wife is robbing the cradle?
Yeah. Yep.
She is, really.
I married an angel. God bless her. But anyways,
You did.
hey, to get back to this, do you know who the representative who sponsored the bill that John and I are working together across party lines?
Who?
Catherine Rogers. Catherine Rogers.
Well, why wouldn't you have what I had talked about, and that is anybody who leaves a gun that is not with a trigger lock, and the gun was stolen and used, two people would get in trouble. You for not locking the gun, and the person
No.
who
Because I don't
commits
want to
the
lock
crime.
my guns for
I don't want to
one.
lock my guns up too, but you want to
Yeah.
make law-abiding citizens that forgot to lock their gun, make them a criminal. That's what you just
No,
said.
you just
Did he
said
just say
if
that?
somebody
Yeah.
steals.
He wants to make a law-abiding citizen a criminal
If some-
because they didn't lock their gun.
Right. So if
Their
somebody,
house is
so
locked.
if somebody steals the gun out of your house,
If my-
it wasn't locked.
What's the difference,
their
my
fault.
house or my car?
You don't lock it.
What is
thief.
it? My house is locked.
Excuse me. You don't lock it.
No, not all of them.
You don't lock it. You leave your guns hanging around.
Many of them in the safe.
Are you trying to tell me that? Oh, they're in a safe.
Many of them are, but the other, I keep a couple out just in case somebody
well,
breaks in
how
my
many
house.
guns do you have?
John, is it our responsibility to protect our family?
Excuse
Yes,
me.
it is.
All right. How many guns?
Is it the government fault?
John, how many guns does he have? He can't count. He's only 39.
I have enough.
How many?
I don't think it's any of your business how many.
Here
I
we
got
go.
enough.
You know,
I got enough. Let me put it this way.
Would you? Do you
I
have
always
pets?
say a gentleman never says.
I got
Yeah.
That's right. Matter of fact, John and I together, we have enough. If these idiots come into this state, the way they're assaulting police officers and killing police officers throughout the state, myself and a lot of veterans are prepared with our weapons that we have to protect and have the backs of our policemen.
You know something? Why you play to the lowest denominator of individuals? Can't you get a little higher up?
Okay.
Everybody
All right, let's-
agrees
no,
with that.
No, you don't.
Tell
no,
me
you
who
don't.
doesn't
Not
agree
one
with that.
Democrat. Let's
There
talk
are-
about.
there are
hey,
people.
do all lives matter or do
Fool.
Black Lives Matter?
Oh, everybody wants to hurt police.
I'm going to ask you now.
No, I don't
Ken,
want to hurt police. Don't
Ken,
hit me like
do
that.
All
That's
lives
assault.
answer me. Do all,
I got a witness.
Wait,
Here we
you're
go.
my witness. Do all lives matter or do Black Lives Matter?
What?
Do all lives
All
matter?
life matters.
So you're not like Hillary and all the other Democrats
no, all
that said.
life matters.
Then how come your Democrat
Are you trying
Party-
to say it's all black life
That's what your
matters, nothing
Democrat
else
Party
matters?
said.
You know, that's not true.
They were on the stage.
That's not
Did you watch
true.
the debate?
That is not
You know,
true.
my wife was
On the
watching
Dem-
CSI.
That is not
Ken,
true.
I'll bet you another lunch.
You
Where's God
don't-
when you need him?
You don't.
God.
How do you? Okay, hell, jump. That's right. There we go. See, that's from
now-
God.
But during the Democrat
Three
hey,
Republicans.
during the Democrat debate, every one of those people standing on that stage said Black Lives Matter. Not they didn't say all lives matter.
Now, did you watch the Got You debate the other night from that channel? I was shocked they're still on the air. Something about CNBC or something.
Which was this?
the
You
last?
talking about the Republican debate?
Yeah, the last
What a
Republican
disgrace
debate.
that was in liberal media.
Who was the anchor guy?
Haggerston or Haggerston or
Harwood?
Howard, I think.
John
John
Harwood.
Howard.
You know something?
What a
a
dis-
joke he is.
You want to know something? The interesting thing about that is that your Republican friends can't can't get anything straight. They can't even get
Ted Cruz did.
a simple sentence together. They're arguing with one
No, they
another.
didn't.
They're
No, they
constantly.
didn't.
And you know what they
You know,
did?
some-
Instead of doing that, they had nothing to do. So let us pick on the people who are asking
You know,
the
he's-
questions.
No, it's Harwood.
John, why don't
And-
you
and
and
the-
I have a conversation?
John
Why don't
Harwood.
you and I have a conversation? He's running his mouth again. He runs his mouth. Blah, blah, blah. He's like a... No, give me those back, please. I need them. He's like a rock with lips. You know what I mean? He has no brains, nothing. He just... Blah, 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 blah.
No, did you see the Ted Cruz?
Yeah, he put him right in his spot.
Yeah.
He
You know,
sure did.
There's John Harwood off into La La Land getting a gut you question, which he didn't, none of them did on the Democrat side, which they shouldn't.
Has it occurred to any of
And
you that
he
there's a
puts him in his place.
possibility everybody realizes the Republican politicians don't have brains enough for
Oh,
important
here we go. Here we go. Does he
No.
ever look in the mirror?
We
Well,
can
have
answer
you
any
heard-
questions.
Have you heard your great Trump, which he had he was holding a Trump sticker up
Yeah,
here.
I support Donald Trump.
You support
I
Donald
support
Trump.
Donald Trump. Yes, I do.
Now, there's a reason.
I'm tired of the
He
politicians.
reminds me of Donald Duck.
I'm tired of the everyday politicians making
Now, how
promises.
about Ben Carson? You must support him.
You know, I don't.
He's a nice guy, Ben Carson.
You know,
I've met him a few times.
you know,
Extremely smart.
Yeah.
He said a story that if you think about it, even you two, especially you, a military guy, right? He said when he was a young man, he got into a fight and he took a knife and he stabbed somebody, but it hit the person in a big belt buckle and the knife broke and he ran away, but he was afraid because the guy knew him. And I'm thinking to myself, did he stab him with a plastic knife?
Mm-hmm.
And what was the luck of hitting a guy with a big belt buckle? Come on. You can believe that story?
Yes, I didn't hear that story, so I don't know.
What is a...
Is that just played on the Democrat
that's a
clown channel?
Can you...
They don't have one.
Yeah, they got the Clinton
Well,
News
it's-
channel, the clown news
I'll
channel.
I'll
Well, yeah,
tell
they
you
got-
what,
yeah, the news
You can
channels.
play it on any channel you want to. He said it. And I'm thinking to myself, you're a military person. Have you ever heard of anything as dumb as that? A jackknife knife wouldn't break.
No, but,
Stabbing somebody in the
No,
stomach?
but the thing is, if you take a knife, if it's a thin blade, and you take it hard enough and you like hit a wall or a piece of metal, you could snap a blade.
Right, or
Yeah, you
somebody's
could do that.
belt
I mean,
buckle
that's
in their,
typical.
in their, in
I've
their
seen-
stomach.
I've seen guys with a bayonet there turn around and, you know what I mean, on hitting something to try to break a piece of wood, and then there was a rock underneath and the blade break. You know
Well,
what I mean?
that shouldn't happen.
But
by
I'm
the way.
saying, yeah.
Just for
But
your
I'm-
own
yeah.
benefit, that's
But
not
I'm saying,
supposed to
I've seen
happen.
a bayonet,
could
on a
cut
blade that
rocks
got
for
broke.
the old ones.
No, but see, you that never served, I can understand you say it'll never happen. You know what I mean? Because you throw stuff out there, don't even know.
Excuse me, I know
You're
a
not
little
listening
bit
to what I
about
just said.
metallurgy. You know what I mean? If you get a military knife that you can hit on a rock and it breaks, guess what? Someone didn't do it right.
You know, if you take a look at the Democrat ways, right, and you look at Ken Gibbs, he's as strong like a bull, but he smells like poop.
You know, John, let me talk with you. Let me talk with you for a second. Do you believe this guy must? I'm afraid.
I just think people realize they see through
they got
this
the
stuff.
camera on me, but I'm
Yep.
looking at it. And I'll tell you something. That's,
Hey, let me ask you, how many bills have
no,
you...
No. Before we
what
get
are we
into the
doing?
hard stuff, let's do some
Like what?
light stuff.
You don't want to
We're
get into the real
always
issues?
arguing. No, you have not said anything good that's happened up in your town.
Yeah.
Now we've got to pay attention
John, tell
because
me
the
what you've
show
been
is
doing,
going to be
John.
up there.
Make 'em feel
What
good.
good has happened up? What good have you done for your town?
Hey, how many committee
It depends who you talk to.
Okay, wait, that would be my answer. Okay, so go ahead.
Now, when I was on the budget committee, I think I did a lot of good, but I was kind of alone
They
there.
ran you out. I did
didn't
good, but
rerun.
I was all alone. No,
Yeah.
you didn't do good.
The
if you were
budget
all alone.
committee's a hard
Actually, he has
committee.
done good. Unlike you, he's voted against taxes and fees.
Excuse
Yeah,
me.
Yeah.
I do fight a
On
lot
behalf-
against
Unlike
taxes.
you.
Unlike you, yeah.
Unlike-
because you want to tax everything in the kitchen sink.
Wait a minute.
You want
Hold on.
everything taxed.
It was a Republican who went to Concord and said, don't vote for the Republican bill because it was going to cost Nashua $1 million+ extra dollars that
What?
we weren't getting.
You know, son, we're going to go through that again. We've already gone through this
Yeah,
5
all right,
times.
all right.
I said on TV and I said on record,
said on
your
TV.
mayor was
said-
wrong.
oh, she
Your
was
mayor
wrong.
did not see the amendment.
Do you know who our mayor
Your mayor
was
wrong.
up there?
Yeah,
you know what?
Louise, I can't even pronounce her name.
Lozo.
Lozo, yeah.
And
Mayor
you know
Lozo.
what her job was?
She's a nice, I like
You
the
know what
mayor.
her job was?
What's that?
The whip.
The whip?
And guess what?
I don't care what her job
and
was.
guess what?
Listen to me, I'm a
She
Republican
whipped
too.
people, literally.
I could care what
They
her
called
job
her
was.
a bulldog.
All
Now,
I
your
know
mayor's
is
not running again here,
no, she's
right?
not.
No.
And she was considered one of the better Republicans. So when she turns around and says, "You," not you, I won't.
You're not listening to me. I doubt your mayor seen the amendment that we put in to fix that.
Oh, she was up to the house?
Yeah, she came up and told all the Nashua reps don't vote for the budget. You know, because Nashua was going to lose money.
Oh, they were against.
Nashua was going to lose money before we put the 10% amendment in under the education bill.
Oh, yeah. Well, every town
the
lost,
education
or is
bill.
going to.
Yeah, and then of
Right,
course
every town.
you guys
But
don't.
we fixed it
you
with the
guys don't want
amendment.
the rail, and you let the insurance companies take one hospital away
Oh,
from
give it
us
a
here in
break. Here he
Nashua.
goes with the
And then you
BS.
blame
Now,
it
the
on
rail, I agree.
Obama.
Yeah.
No rail.
Yeah, no rail. I agree.
No rail?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we can't have rail up
She
there.
got,
can't have
now,
rail.
I think we
It doesn't work.
No,
Where
it
are
will
you going
work,
after this?
John, if the private sector will invest.
But why don't they?
Because he wants
Because there's
subsidized.
no return.
He wants it subsidized with taxpayers' money.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I had to be up in Manchester
Oh, here we go.
in the
Here we go.
in the
Listen to
evening,
that
and
story.
what time?
Yeah.
I had to be someplace like
Yeah.
at like 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And from Nashua all the way to Bedford, it was completely car to car.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was an accident.
But they're fixing that.
No.
Yeah,
They're
they
not
are.
fixing it.
They are.
They fix what? Fixing what?
Drive up past the tolls and they're fixing it.
Fixing what?
At only a couple $1 million compared to tens of millions for the train every year.
Hold on a
Hey,
second.
get to your point.
Hold on a
Hey,
second.
get the poop out of
Tens
your mouth and
millions.
get to your point.
And so from Route 3, from 330 to 7, you will stop 4 or 5 times before you get to the state line.
93 is the
Right?
same way.
So guess what? You don't think rail would be of
No.
assistance?
None of,
No.
98% of them won't take the rail.
That's right.
Excuse me?
They won't.
Because when you
Excuse
take the
me?
rail, you
Would
still
you
got to
wanna-
get off there and try to call a cab to get into Boston.
No, you
Oh,
don't.
you-
You,
what, you-
end up in Boston.
You end up
don't
in
even
South
know where it's
Boston.
going.
One area, South
You know
Boston.
something? You got an airport
You know?
up here that would bring millions of dollars. You know what's the problem with you guys?
What's the problem?
Well, let me tell you the problem.
What's the problem?
Let's just say one person comes
What's the
up.
problem, Ken? Get it
Let,
out.
let us do
You'll
this.
feel better.
One person comes up from Boston to work,
Yeah.
and he's making $100,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
That he can afford to drive.
One person coming up from
We
Boston.
want him to gas up in New Hampshire.
All right, so he takes the rail.
And buy
line.
his alcohol.
Yeah.
He may have to rent a car.
He'll eat in our
or be picked
restaurants.
up. He will eat. He will pay taxes in
Yeah.
New Hampshire.
Okay.
Etc. Excuse me.
Get to your
so
point.
he didn't
Get to
pay
your point. We're running
for
out
the
of time.
rail plus the money that he paid to
No.
get on.
No.
So he didn't pay for it.
Let me ask you, how do we pay for rail? How do we pay for rail?
Excuse me. I think I just told
No,
you.
no. Tell me how we
No, I
pay for
did-
the
wait,
rail.
wait, I just told
Do you
you.
think you want to see
See,
bleed?
you want to see? You're
Why did
listening.
rail go out of
I'm
business?
Here.
Why
You're
did
here.
rail go out of
I'm
business in
here.
New Hampshire?
Excuse me, what?
Why did they stop rail in New Hampshire?
Do you want to know? You want me to tell you
Yeah,
why?
tell me why.
All right, okay. Let me ask
Without
you.
any BS.
Okay.
Tell me why.
Yes.
Because I'm going to call you
Automobiles.
on it. Automobiles, huh?
That's right.
So the only way we're going
Oh.
to make rail work
Mm-hmm.
is to take people's automobiles.
That's it.
to take what?
Take
to
people's
take their
automobiles.
cars.
Is that what you're saying? We got to take people's cars then to make rail work?
At this particular point, the only problem we're going to have is we're not going to have enough cars to drive bring
know
the
something?
people from Nashua
We-
or back.
You know, we
Are you
fixed-
kidding me? You
No,
know what
I'm
the
telling
buses
you.
are doing?
You know, the
And
buses,
the buses
are doing
getting
great.
caught. The buses are getting caught on the traffic.
Okay.
People are losing. They can't get to their airplanes. They can't get
I'm
to-
glad you said about buses. I watched Manchester TV once, and I'm sitting there, and I was shocked on what I heard. There was the head of the bus service there, and he says, what did he say? He said how much it's subsidized. Some guy says, well, how much is it subsidized? And he goes, well, the fare is like $1.25. Don't quote me on that number, but it's close to that.
It is, but
So he
about
says
10
the person pays the $1.25, and the federal government, where do they get their money? us
Okay, well, come on.
is $7 per
For-
person.
For what?
Subsidies.
You mean buses in town?
Yes. So
No,
Nashua,
we're
I
talking
guarantee
like the bus
you.
stations, like on 93, you got bus.
No.
Yeah, but even Nashua.
Right,
No, we're
Nashua has. You have a
excuse me,
park and ride?
Excuse me. We're talking about different buses.
Yeah,
You're talking
we're talking
in-town
park-
buses.
Local,
local
Nashua,
buses. Oh.
Manchester,
Oh, I didn't know.
public
The bus
transit
station,
Oh,
or
I
I
didn't
should
know
say,
that. Oh, yeah.
so you get on the bus,
Yeah.
you put in your $1.25, and the taxpayers put in $7 on top of that.
I didn't know that. Is that true?
I was
don't
shocked.
know.
Is he
I
telling
was
the truth?
shocked.
I don't know.
When the head
I don't
bus
know.
guy in Manchester
You
said
know,
his buses
we-
at that time
we-
were
we
being
have,
subsidized by $7.
A lady who works for our committee. Everyone has one who
Right,
does
she's the
research,
researcher and
et
everything,
cetera.
yeah.
Pam Smiley.
Right, Pam's a great person.
And
I love Pam.
this is her second time going to Italy, and she has told me. I mean, here's a person who saves the pennies, etc. I mean, believe me, she doesn't make much money, but they live fairly well.
Yes.
And when you hear the stories, and my wife also traveled through Europe, when you hear the stories of the rail, everyone uses it.
It works there.
Everyone
It works.
You know,
uses
it works. You're right. It does.
And the
Why?
reason, because there's few people that have automobiles.
Not like the
That's
U.S.
not true.
Not like
But
the
there's
US.
less.
Why aren't they having?
Because the rail system is there and it's cheaper
It's
for
so
them.
good.
You know, some.
Well, it's high speed and everything else.
Ken,
These
give it a break.
trains that come up
Ken.
here are
And I
going
wanna-
13 miles
first
an
of all,
hour.
I want to teach you
You know,
something because
you're not going to teach me
I
anything
think
because you want
should learn- no, no.
subsidized.
I think. Hold on. I
you
think
wanna take money
no,
out of people's
I think you
pockets.
should learn something.
What am I going to learn?
In Europe, in England, all right, I'm English, all right, right in London. If you want to drive a car in London proper, do you know that you've got to pay a lot more money? You just can't drive your automobile in London without paying an enormous amount of money. Seriously.
Yeah, well, I think New York
Serious-
tried that.
Correct. Boston's going to do it. So
Yes.
guess what?
And it forces people
They're
out of their car
pushing-
into the train.
Right, exactly.
Well, New Hampshire can't do that.
And
Why?
that, you know, some.
Because we're just too
too wide
Yeah,
to
we don't
really-
have enough people to
Well, all right.
support
People
it.
in New Hampshire have
Right.
like a 2, 3, 4, 5 acre land, houses on a lot. What a ways to go.
Excuse me, I don't.
Maybe not
You got
Nashua.
5 acres?
Yeah, I sit on over 7, 8
Yeah,
acres.
if I got
You know?
if I got an eighth of an acre, I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Listen, do you know what built the state of New Hampshire?
Okay, Ken's going to tell. Don't tell me Democrats, but go ahead.
No.
Because otherwise we'd have a sales tax, payroll tax.
No, you know what built the
Tell
state
us.
of
Get
New
it out.
Hampshire?
Get it out. We're running out
The
of time.
railroad.
The railroad, okay.
The
But
railroad
the
built
railroad
the
was
state of
great
New
in its
Hampshire.
time.
Excuse me. You know why? Because there were no automobiles.
Okay, now we
That's
have
right.
automobiles.
Now we have-
Now, do you know what killed rail?
That's true.
Automobiles.
That's right.
Now,
So
guess
how do
what?
you reverse
now,
it other
guess
than
what
to
we
force
have to
people
do
out?
is we must go back to rail. I'd certainly go to Boston more.
Rail failed in New Hampshire.
But the only reason,
Because
the
people
only
got
way
caught.
to
Yeah, it
in
did
New
fail.
Hampshire,
But you can
Yeah, it
agree
did.
with it. The only way to make rail work, like big cities do it, is by forcing people out of their car by taxation,
Right.
which I won't support.
Yeah.
And they will give up their car and go, you know what? I guess I'll take the stinking train.
And redistributing people's money to pay
I think the
for it.
problem with you too. All right, I go to Boston
Now
probably.
we got a problem. It's a great problem, John.
I go to Boston at least twice a month.
With my wife and I go all the time. I have
try to go
family.
on a Sunday.
Yeah,
All
why?
right, I
How come?
try. Not on a Wednesday, because I go to a Blix, which is one of the largest,
Mm-hmm.
best art stores. All right, right down next to Fenway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but if I have to go on a Monday or a
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, I cannot believe on the way home
The traffic.
the traffic from Route 128 right down to Lowell before it starts.
Well, I
breaking
thought
up.
right south of the border here there was train you could jump on. Isn't there?
Yeah, right over. Yeah, matter of fact, my daughter's
South of
boyfriend
the
lives in.
border.
Listen to me for a second. My daughter's boyfriend lives in Salem. He drives his car to Woburn, and then he takes the train from Woburn into Boston. Now, my wife.
Well, Woburn isn't far from Boston.
Right, but what I'm saying,
you know,
it's not
like,
too
it's
far.
like a subway.
But,
Well,
you,
so why
but you
doesn't-
also have the same thing from Nashua. You right over the line. They can drive to park their car. Okay,
You know,
that's not too
Why,
far.
why doesn't Boston pay to bring the rail up if it's so profitable?
That's right.
You
How
know,
come?
ladies and gentlemen, I want the camera on me for a second. No, right on two is great. Ladies and gentlemen, rail will come. These people do not understand.
Not
They
on my watch.
Constantly say it's going to cost you a lot of money.
right.
But
It
I
will.
wonder how much it's really costing you not to have rail. How about business coming into our state? How about bringing more people into our state? How about the infrastructure, which these guys certainly do not want to fix, right?
Businesses, I do want to fix it by getting rid of
you
people
don't.
on welfare is
You
what I
don't,
want to do.
Oh, yeah.
You know something?
We had great, we still do, per, New England, but way back when we had a low number of people on welfare,
We have more money coming in.
we had better bridges,
Right.
better roads, and better infrastructure.
Excuse me.
We have more money coming
excuse
in.
me.
And now
more
we're
people are
spending
working.
so much on abuse
All right,
of
okay.
welfare.
How much
and
are we
that's what-
spending on welfare in New Hampshire?
hundreds of millions.
No.
Yeah.
On welfare.
To be honest with you, I don't know the numbers.
Your definition of welfare is what?
Somebody that can,
What's your definition of welfare?
well, welfare is when
Is
you
work
go to
with
the
the
government and
Democrats.
you say, I need food and I need, fuel assistance and I need, housing and I need,
TANF.
to raise, it's your responsibility to raise my 6 kids that I just had, so
Oh, so that is your definition of
That's
welfare.
some.
Except for elderly
now I was going to get to
who
that.
do not,
No.
Now you take
Without-
great-
who are,
elderly are
I've
totally
always
different.
who lived to
supported-
be 80 and 90, and guess what?
You know something?
They outlived
The
the
elderly-
monies that they made in the
if
1920s.
grandma loses her
The
husband,
elderly are totally different.
if grandma loses
Totally
her husband,
different.
I support that.
That's
Matter of
right.
fact, I was the one that got, I was like 3 heads when I got on the House floor and supported Meals on Wheels. Even the Democrats and the Republicans looked at me
Excuse me.
and said, what is this rep
Yeah,
doing?
yeah. I was in the.
You were there.
Excuse me. I was executive of the Hillsborough County Executive Committee. All right.
Yeah.
And I was there for 2 years, the worst 2 years of my life, because we had to fight to keep Meals on Wheels.
But
We
I've always
had to
supported it.
Attempt to keep 4.5 social workers. That saved the state of New Hampshire $1.5 million, but it only cost the state of New Hampshire $465,000. But you
know-
saved the state of New Hampshire $465,000, but it cost $1.5 million to do that. That's the thing.
Can I run something by you, Ken?
Republican politicians.
Can I run something by you?
You may not.
There was a study that was put out, the Union Leader put it out in the newspaper in
Oh,
2013.
trust the union leader, boy. I'll tell you.
yeah, in
Here we go, huh?
2013.
But they can't print
In
it.
2013,
if it isn't
they were
print
getting-
anything that's
each
wrong, yeah,
individual
okay.
on welfare was getting about 37,000. The last study I seen recently, I think they're up to like 39, almost 40,000 a year to be on welfare.
Hold on.
And on
Hold
TANF
on.
with the benefits.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
It's coming back to me. Here was the man who wants to get rid of Medicaid.
No.
Yes.
No.
Expanded.
You're wrong.
Expanded.
Expanded Medicaid.
Not
Medicaid to help people that need it. Mm-hmm.
means, ladies and gentlemen, here in the city of Nashua, that's 2,993 or 92 who will lose their insurance.
And how many of them had
and
private
promise
insurance?
these
Thank
individuals.
you. I ask them that all the time.
How many of them had private
22,000
insurance
lost
before
their
that?
private insurance because
How
of
many?
Obama. There was over 22,000 lost their insurance because of
private
Obama.
insurance.
And I
Excuse me.
think it's about 35,000.
lost
Yeah,
their
they lost.
insurance?
Yeah, they did.
Well, I think some
they
of
were
them lost
canceled.
it and others
Yes,
said...
they were canceled.
Really?
I had more of my constituents
Gee.
call me and lost their insurance. Higher deductibles. Cost them more money.
Excuse me. Where were they? Where were they working to lose their insurance?
He will never ever admit to the. We might as well have a
No, it's
conversation.
Obamacare.
Obamacare.
Excuse me. These are questions that you guys can't answer.
I can't.
we are
Republican
answering.
It's the
We just answered.
Obamacare that wiped it out.
Obamacare.
Lost their insurance
A lot of my constituents did.
for From what?
From certain companies because
Where
Obamacare.
were they getting
the
insurance
Cadillacs,
companies?
The Cadillac.
Where were they getting their
They were
insurance
getting from
before last
insurance companies. Okay, from Intrum.
Private.
What's that? Intrum.
Oh,
Yeah.
Intrum
wait,
here in New Hampshire.
Wait a minute.
Blue Cross, Blue
let me tell you,
Shield.
ladies and gentlemen, I'm in commerce, which is banking and insurance.
Oh,
so
please,
you can
here we go.
imagine
And he didn't even get the Medicaid
8
expansion.
years ago,
You know, here we
can
go again.
imagine
They didn't
banking.
even-
Now it's insurance. Here
Ken,
are the
Your
two.
speaker, Norelli, didn't even trust your
the
committee.
True
They didn't even trust your
Republican
committee.
politicians.
You know
all right,
something?
who didn't want
Can I have the
an
can I have the
insurance
camera on me for a second?
exchange, And guess what happens? We
Ignore-
lose a hospital. And guess
Miss-
who they blame
Can
it
I
on?
ask the director,
Obama.
please ignore him for a
These
second?
are the individuals who did it, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
will tell you straight up here,
You don't know straight
Obamacare
up.
screwed over
Oh.
our people here in New Hampshire. And Senator Shaheen went to the floor and said, you can
did.
keep your doctor,
She
you
did.
can keep your hospital. Obamacare came in, we lost 10 hospitals. We refused to pay for Medicaid expansion, but the Democrats put it in. If you're low income, we still have Medicaid. If you're elderly, we support Medicare. Do not listen
right.
to the Democrat scare
Okay,
tactics.
all right. I am going to talk very calmly and nicely.
And lie.
And I would like a camera.
And lie. When he smiles, he turns red, he's lying.
All
I
right.
learned that. Go ahead.
I'm in commerce, which is banking and
And
insurance.
you didn't even answer, you didn't even vote on Medicaid expansion.
Excuse me. May I talk?
It went around you. You just,
May I talk?
go ahead.
I'm
See, I learned from him. I'm shutting him down.
All right.
I learned from this son
So
of a gun. That's right.
I'm in commerce, and in comes a bill to stop New Hampshire from having an insurance exchange.
That's right.
Now,
And I supported that.
all right, an
Did you vote for that?
insurance,
I think so.
Yeah.
an insurance exchange was the government would give money to the state where it has an exchange. The exchange would give the money the way they thought it should be given. In other words, the government would have nothing to do with it. They would give it to you. Now, the Republicans decided they didn't want Obamacare, so they made it illegal to form an insurance exchange.
We looked out for the taxpayers.
All right? So now, since we have no insurance exchange, along comes a hospital, an insurance company, one insurance company, and says to the federal government, New Hampshire will let us run the exchange because they don't want it. So the federal government says, okay, New Hampshire, if that's what you want. So guess what happened? Well, one insurance company got rid of 10 hospitals. That meant if you had a doctor, your doctor, who had the privileges at one hospital,
Yes.
okay, you lost that hospital, you lost that doctor, and guess who the Republicans blamed? They blamed Obamacare. In New Hampshire, ladies and gentlemen, it was the Republicans making it illegal to form an insurance exchange.
And I support that.
And do you want to know why it's factual? Because if it wasn't for the Republicans, we would have 2 hospitals in the city
That's
of
a bunch
Nashua
of-
that would be under
You know
the
something? That's a bunch of
exchange.
BS. You know, the people in Nashua are a lot smarter than you think. I got relatives that live in Nashua. They're not as stupid as you think they are.
I don't.
Okay?
I don't.
They know the
think
ceiling's not
they're
dropping.
Smart.
No,
I know.
I know they're
smart.
smarter than you. That's
Right.
why they read through your BS.
And you know why I no longer say or make an effort to say Republicans, you Republicans. I'm saying Republican politicians because I hear from Republicans who tell me.
Oh, yeah,
it's
that's a bunch of crap.
ridiculous.
That's a bunch of. You know something? Seven
Excuse me, you wanna-
co-ops have gone out of business,
you-
or they're having problems. They're looking for the government for more money.
If you want to know how bad it is, what happened to Boehner?
What do you mean? What happened to Bonner?
Well, he was one of your guys.
He was,
Boehner?
he was like
Yes.
a Democrat in Republican
excuse
clothing.
me.
He should have gone.
Yeah, he
Excuse me,
should have
the
gone.
federal?
I'm glad he's
And
gone.
you brought in Ryan?
Ryan, yeah.
Well,
and
he
a
wouldn't have
good
been my
guy?
choice, but
No, it wasn't
And
mine
he
either.
told everybody to go, and they
He didn't tell
passed
anyone to
the
go.
bill for
No.
2 years.
No, Ryan didn't do that.
You may
no, Ryan voted for it. He was not the
excuse me,
speaker.
you may raise all right?
We
The
gave-
debt ceiling.
Yeah,
I'm
which
not
is
happy
not-
with
yeah.
that.
You guys will not close down the government,
not happy
which
with
costs
that.
$50 billion.
You know, here we go with the closed government.
$50 billion.
The only one that's
How
holding
many states do we have?
The only
50?
one that's
A
holding the
billion
state.
is-
You know, the only
Okay.
one that's holding the state hostage is Obama. Everything, if it's not his way, it's the highway. And he's the one that's been
All
threatening to
right.
close down the
All
government.
right, brightest bulb on the tree.
You're damn right.
All right.
You're damn right. You know, I sit on this.
brightest bulb, that's
I sit on the state and federal relations, right?
You don't know how to read,
Yeah, I
for
do.
God's
I
sake.
keep up with all this
know.
stuff. I keep up with what legislation's in Washington that affects New Hampshire. I seen the Medicaid expansion.
You don't.
Can you say on TV that you were wrong on our bet on Medicaid expansion, that you could be making almost 80 grand a year?
Yeah, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Medicaid.
Do your own Google search.
You know something. Anybody making $80,000 a year
Almost 80
should be
grand
on
for a family,
Medicaid, right?
and you qualify
right.
for Medicaid expansion.
You know that's such bull. You know.
I brought you the proof.
I'll
Well,
tell
don't
you-
they also
The
take?
director brought you the proof. Where's God when you need him?
I'll tell you what you guys do. You guys take something that's factual. Somebody who was making 80.
Something that's factual.
Okay, no, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, that's
we're
us.
Sorry.
That's us. Something
We're
factual.
sorry, we're factual.
Yeah, that's us.
They're stooges. I'm trying to give
Hey,
them.
if you don't believe me, ask my brother.
Yeah.
That's all we need. is
Yeah.
you two
Now,
guys as
Al,
brothers.
you know what I think we need to do is get our
no.
constitutions out.
See, I carry them
Did you
both.
see the signature?
With Tom Cruise.
Hey, I carry them both. Okay, the
John
U.S. and New
Adams?
Hampshire.
Oh my God.
It's signed by Ted
Oh,
Cruz.
By the way, James Madison, I'm reading his biography.
Yeah?
You guys wouldn't like him because he's the one who changed the Constitution a great deal, which you guys don't like.
Well, you know something.
Look, you know something, I can argue with you and argue with you. The simple fact
you
of the
lose all
matter
the
is
time.
the Republican politicians have screwed up this country. They
You know
brought
something?
they finally got somebody who says, if you want me to be the speaker, we're going to do it my way, or it is the highway. And guess what happened? That's what's happening.
Isn't that sound
And
like
it
Norelli?
passed.
Didn't it sound like Speaker Norelli?
No.
Didn't it sound like any other speaker in the state, Republican, Democrats, when they become speaker? There's certain ways that you elect them because you respect their ways.
Wait a minute.
So
you respect your speaker?
it's not whether I don't like him. We have issues
You don't
over
have
the years.
respect for the Speaker
No,
of the House.
I have respect for the office of the Speaker of the House.
But you don't respect him.
I work with the Speaker, but him and I do not get along from over way before what he did, how he screwed over the Republicans. You know, by having
He is a Republican.
no, he had the Democrats vote him in. Let's cut the
Excuse me,
BS.
Excuse me. Was it the
Okay?
Democrats who
Hey.
voted? Look,
I'll call it for what it is.
excuse me. When we vote in
You notice he said we. The Democrats voted in the Republicans.
Well, what I'm trying to say is when us Democrats can vote in a Republican speaker,
That's what happened.
that means the Republicans are so out of control, you don't even know what
No,
you're
that's
doing.
not true. No, that's not true.
How could
What happens is-
Democrats vote in a Republican speaker?
Because what happened is our caucus, we got to beat this again. Our caucus picked somebody, okay, who we respected and had the utmost. We knew he was going to protect the taxpayers.
Like he
Right.
did in 2010.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay? When you guys put us in $900 million deficit.
Well, yeah,
that's
we
right.
don't want to go through that again.
No, because the truth hurts.
$180 million
That's right.
we
The
have to
truth
pay
hurts.
back. We
You know
lost
something?
$40 million in cigarette
You know
taxes.
something? This is a simple test. Please read the platform of the Republican Party and the Democrat Party.
Do they have
Bigger
one?
government? Yeah, they do.
Oh.
Bigger government.
We have a party.
Government controls you because you can't make the
Democrats like
decision.
parties.
We as Republicans want you to make the decision. You to spend your own money.
You know what I really
You agree?
Yes.
I agree too. The only
Yeah, right.
The only
Look at your votes.
problem is if you want them to spend money and you want them to save money, why didn't you put in or make it illegal to form an insurance exchange? You cost
No, we
this-
didn't.
the state
no,
of
we
New
didn't.
Hampshire
We didn't
a
cost.
lot of
no,
money.
we didn't. No, we didn't. Because if you take a look at Vermont, was it Vermont or Maine? How much did they spend on their exchange, and then they end up getting rid of it?
Vermont.
Vermont. They
No,
spent
Vermont
what?
hundreds of
hundreds of
millions
almost
that they don't
$300
have.
million, 278. somewhere around $1 million
You know,
on an exchange that did fail.
Yeah, it failed.
Okay. Now you got 7 co-ops and it may be 8 that have gone. They're going broke. They're looking for more money on the insurance exchanges.
And of course, this
Why are they looking
the
for more
state of New
federal money?
Hampshire's not doing well, right?
No, wait,
Is
please.
it doing well?
Yeah, we are doing pretty good, but we should be doing a lot better.
And
I'll be happy when every person's working.
oh, well, that's
Not on
me
welfare.
too. That's an easy thing to say.
That's right.
Oh, we want everybody. Yeah, we do too. But the problem is,
Why?
let's face the
Hey,
reality.
how does it
You know
feel?
but you know how this health issue started, the healthcare issue really started? How it started. Who was the
Hillary.
governor at the time when we had 21 insurance companies in this state?
Shaheen.
And now we have 2.
That's
Now
right.
we're
She's
hostage
screwed.
to 2.
She screwed us over, the state. And
We
I don't
had
understand
21
why
insurance
people don't realize that what she did to the state.
She set the stage
You know,
up for failure.
That's right. All the insurance companies. We had competition in the state, and she chased
Even
them all
you
out.
have to admit,
Are you
21's better
agreeing or
than the 2
disagree?
that's holding
you
us
know-
Do you agree or
hostage.
disagree?
You know what the problem?
Do you agree or disagree?
No, do you a problem?
You say no?
Do you know? Excuse me.
His eyes say
excuse me,
agree.
I
Yeah.
happened to sign on that bill with Bill O'Brien to bring more insurance companies in here.
Thank you.
And I caught hell by the Democrats.
Right,
okay,
you did a
for
good
doing
job
it.
then.
Yeah, you did.
You did it.
Because
It's
I
about
happen to agree with you.
Yeah.
All right. On that one.
Y'all better have voted with us Republicans against that as SB 9.
Yeah, it's
And
only
I was proud of her.
There was only 3 Democrats
Yeah,
who did.
I was proud of her there
And
because
she was
she
sitting
seen
next
it
to
was
Jackie
unconstitutional.
This is her first term. Lee, my wife, Lee Garrett. It was her first term. So she wasn't too sure. She asked the person sitting next to her, who was a senator, who was mad at the Democrats, who voted against the Democrats. Oh, God, okay. All right.
Now, talking about Jackie Silly, who does she beat her drum to?
Yeah.
She is definitely on her own.
She's definitely not with under the strings
She's not
like
with
you
the
are
Democrats
yeah.
or the Republicans because I've
Well,
seen her vote because she sits right up
Yeah.
front and I
Right.
can see
Yeah.
it. And,
She's,
and she voted against the budget, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, she's not like she don't have like the strings like the governor has on you guys, the rest of you Democrats. How
Or
come?
Terry Norelli.
Yeah, Terry Norelli.
Now, did Terry behind closed doors waterboard anybody?
No, but I'll tell you what Bill O'Brien did.
No, never happened.
I've never seen any
Never, ever
waterboard with
happened.
Bill
Ladies
O'Brien.
and
Bill
gentlemen,
O'Brien would never
the
ever.
first time
He was a
in
gentleman.
the history of New Hampshire, there was a bullying bill that was brought up by Republicans for Republicans
by one
in
Republican.
the House
Yeah.
of
By
Representatives.
One Republican because she
Guess
lost the
what?
speakership.
Guess what? Bullying bill. So
One
don't tell me.
Republican who ran for speaker got 4 votes.
Did she get that many?
4 votes, I
She didn't
believe.
run
Yes.
for speaker.
Yes,
did.
she did. She ran for speaker just before. Yes, she did.
We were like, why?
Yes, 4 votes she got. She was pissed.
Waterboarding. Nobody
you don't know the whole story.
No.
You know the whole story.
So she brings in a bill for bullying, and it's a bullying bill against Republicans, and she's a Republican.
You know-
that's sad.
But I'm hearing from some of my
That's
Democrat
really
rep friends
sad.
that they voted with me on a bill once, and instantly Shirtliff went up to them, the minority leader, and said, "What are you doing? Do you need to go to my office?" And they were like,
That's not true.
"That's what he said. That's what the
you
rep
need
told
to
me."
go to
Okay.
my
Now,
office.
wait,
That's what he said. They were going to haul him up to
my
their
tell you another
office.
story.
And he said,
I'm gonna tell you
"I
a
don't
story
think I
about
need to
him.
go to anybody's office."
Who was it?
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
I can't
Who was
say.
it?
Hey,
Who was
I
it?
can't- it was in
Okay,
confidence.
I'm going to
Okay,
bring
you
in
will-
names.
It was
will
a
you-
Democrat.
Will you tell me after the show?
John,
Yes.
I'll bring in names.
will tell me
I'm going to
after
tell
the
you a
show.
true story, okay, what happened. I was in a committee, in his committee. I'm sitting in an executive session. They were fighting on a bill, and I remember the bill. Ken said, if the wording was this way here, I would support it.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me. I didn't say it that way. I said
What did you say?
if the wording was worded this way,
What did I just say?
I would. No. All right.
You would support the bill.
All right.
So I got an amendment.
So you know what the bill was. I know what the bill was.
I don't remember the bill.
All right,
What the bill was.
The bill simply is that all stores, grocery stores,
Was on
large
liquor.
grocery
That's
stores,
right, that's right.
could sell liquor.
Yeah,
in
I
the
support
stores.
to try to, get
So
rid of the
I
monopoly in New
said,
Hampshire.
if you word it, because we sell it so cheap,
Right.
that they must buy it for what we sell it in the stores,
He sat next to me, so my mind
I will go along
we
with
got
it.
an amendment.
Yep.
Now I'm going to finish the story now.
No,
We got the amendment. The vote came down. Now, tell me if I'm lying now. He supported, because he's a man of his word.
Yep.
He
One
supported
vote.
the bill.
One vote.
Ever since then, he's not invited to no more reindeer games. You don't even get invited anywhere anymore.
I don't get invited.
Were the Democrats
There was-
pissed at you?
No, there was one bill, but
Were they mad at you?
Yeah, but hold on a second.
Were they mad at you?
Yes, but you know what the Republicans did the following
All right.
day? You know what the Republicans did the following day?
What'd we
'Cause
do?
you guys all knew that I got the, I
We
said.
stuck up for you.
You stuck up for me because
Yes.
somebody went in and tried to put 20%. They could buy it 20% less than what they were
Which we weren't
selling
gonna
for,
do it.
and we went, no.
Yeah, right, which we weren't going to do.
All right, okay, we have 3 minutes. How can people get in touch with you? Because it usually goes 10 minutes by the time we get done.
Yes.
Drag it out, John.
BurtNH.com is my website, or look me up on Facebook. I'm opened, so anybody can see my page.
Telephone number.
624-5084, which is my home number. And guess what? I'll even answer it if I'm home.
Do you have an Instagram?
No, I should. I don't know. I do have a tweeter or Twitter thing, whatever they call it, and I sent one tweet, but I don't know how to send any more.
All right, okay.
I got to learn how to do that.
All right.
Do you sell like tickets to come over to see the chickens and feed the chickens and things like that?
No, it's free.
Okay.
Because, you know,
okay.
Oh, we caught
Hey,
you, boy.
Okay, I'm just.
Selling-
oh, should I?
Yeah, no, because he's going to want to redistribute that money. That's why I was checking.
All right, I'll try to get in touch
free.
with you.
Well, I'm a simple guy,
Oh, you're simple.
albulbasaro.com.
Excuse me. Will we agree that he's simple? Yeah,
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn.
Look at that face.
If you call my home number, 425-6997, and I'm not there, it will forward to my cell phone.
That's
okay.
bull.
Call my number
called
right
your
now.
home number and
Call
I've never
my home
got
number,
you.
425-6997. Watch my cell phone ring. Okay?
right,
But anyways, I live at 41 Hall Road in Londonderry. Okay? You're more than welcome. You got an issue, you want to come by and talk, you're welcome to come by. I've had many
And you'll
people
leave the
stop by
light
my
on
house.
for you?
Yeah, I've had many
You'll leave the
residents, many constituents stopped at my house here to come over and talk to me on certain
You're
issues.
so full of it. I told you I was going to get a bus down and drop everyone off.
Why would you say I'm full of it? You don't know. You live in
okay.
Nashua. You
All
won't
right.
even give your address. You're scared to even give your address. You're scared of your constituents.
No, I'm not scared.
Yeah, you
It's
are.
on your
I
website.
live in Ward 6. Everybody knows where I am. I mean, it's not, I don't have to give it out.
Now, where Robin Leach goes for the rich and famous, that's where you live.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's like Mara Park Kettle's house. Take my word for it. You know what I've been doing? I've been feeding birds. I don't know why.
Is it that big bush in front of your house?
Yeah, big bush.
Yeah.
Ken, are you going to tell me you're a con artist?
300
I mean,
birds.
an artist?
Little birds, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's mad at me.
Hey, are you going to tell everyone that you're a con artist? I mean, an artist?
Yes,
How
I
to
am
get
an
in touch?
artist. My name is Ken Gage. As a matter of fact, I am one of the dual chairs that are studying the economic impact of the arts
Dual
in
chairs.
culture in the state of New Hampshire.
Dual cheers.
Yes.
Is that something new? They don't trust
Oh,
you?
well, no. I had the opportunity, and I
don't
said,
trust them.
no, I had the opportunity, and I said, I'm a Democrat. He's a Republican. You're going to vote for 2 chairs. That's us, so vote for somebody else. And they voted for 2 chairs.
Oh,
That's the way to go.
Impressive.
yeah.
All right.
We
Thank
still
you.
have the majority anyway. So,
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
how do people get in touch with you?
and
Ken, how do
thank
people
you
get
very
in touch with
much.
Yes.
And we want to let people know that they certainly may come, they may sit, they may argue with us, they may agree, they may disagree. It's okay. You can get me at
Ken, there you go. Okay.
864-9332. That's 864-9332. You can go to a website, which is Gidge World. Also, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. And you
Check
can
out
get
his
me-
art. He does do. I have to admit, he does do a good job.
Yeah,
in
but
his
you
art.
haven't bought any.
I don't want to buy
8
that.
years. No one is.
That's my wife's an artist. Why
Hey,
would
listen,
I want to buy
you
that?
promise you're going to come back.
Yes, I will.
You
Absolutely.
promise you're going to come back.
No, John, it's a pleasure there.
John,
You know?
thank you. All right, so
All
we got
right.
about 2 seconds. And you, thank you for
Thank
watching
you.
and listening. And we'll see you next time.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.